Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Johnny.
I'm Elliot.
And we're the Super Game Brothers, folks. I figured for like the next week and a half, 2 weeks pops.
Yeah.
Go a little easy on the Monday, Wednesday, Friday shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna sit. Like, you know, on a couple of days ago on Twitter, I asked I may have to run some solo stuff on the channel for the time being, and I asked you guys, what would you like to see? And I gave you the choice between Mega Man, Kirby, and Steam releases, and it was Mega Man won, but he barely won. Like I would say, like it was almost evenly split, 33% all down the road.
Jesus.
So you guys want to, give equal love to a lot of shit. But, as I get ready for that, let me stick to something I know for now, which is the one and only 1993 STARFOX for the Super Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
Ellie, what's your experience with STARFOX, if you don't mind me asking?
It was actually because of you.
Oh. You did this to me!
You all right? I learned it by watching you!
All right. Well, wait, what do you mean? I'm going to start the training mode to get accustomed to the controls.
It was like back when I was in elementary school when you were big on having emulators.
Yeah, the emulator phase.
Yeah. So one of them was StarFox, and then you showed me, and I was wondering what it was, and then I played it. I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty fun.
Did it like get you interested in the rest of the series? I mean, did you play 64 or did you?
I played 64. Yes.
That
was actually the first StarFox game I owned.
You're the one you owned. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You technically don't own anything when you're playing with an emulator.
Like, it wasn't until like much later that I got StarFox for the SNES.
Just for the sake of having a collection. Oh.
Well, not only this, because I legitimately like StarFox. So.
Oh, what is it about the series that you enjoy, or is it just the characters, or because Fox is a beast in Melee? Ow.
Yeah, it's mainly because he's a beast in Melee. It's just something I really liked, just fly and shoot. That's all you had to do.
Yeah, it was very simple.
Yeah.
What I wanted to achieve and convey, and it's a quality of StarFox that I would enjoy too. I'm just getting used to that. This is the most I've ever flown through his rings in the training mode.
and then the other console StarFox games. I still need to get StarFox Zero.
What, the Wii U title?
Yeah, I still need to get that.
Well, there's no particular rush. I mean, if you haven't gotten it yet, if you haven't gotten it now, then most likely you won't get it until later.
Boost!
No. Ow.
You suck!
Look at that. Dude, I think it's because I'm flying through so many rings that Pepper won't let me get to the second part of the training course. This is a first for me. I've never flown through this many rings at once. Okay, I'm going to deliberately miss one. It's like, oh, you're losing your games. Like, fuck you. I flew through 31 of these sons of bitches. So, yeah, the training course in StarFox is just supposed to get you accustomed to the controls and whatnot. Your R-Wing here is a top-of-the-line space shooter. It can move up, down, left, right. Now, bear with me here. We're getting to the technical stuff here. You can tilt with the L or R bumpers if you double-tap.
Barrel roll.
You can barrel roll, which reflects projectiles, though sometimes I swear it does not work. And now for the hardest challenge in the entire game, staying in formation with your teammates.
Yes, I tried doing this. It's really fucking hard. Your father would have stayed in formation, Fox.
Fuck you, Peppy. You said you wouldn't do that this week. No. Dude, I'm serious, folks. Like, the wireframe is what is the ideal spot for your ship, and you're supposed to pretty much just fall in with the ship. They're going to do a barrel roll next.
Left.
Yeah, it's to the left. They do a barrel roll next, and I think they tilt the ship and go left. Or they don't want to stick with... Oh, okay, now you want to... Fuck this! Thing is that if you stay out of formation for too long, I think Falco ridicules you, and it's like, what's wrong with you?
When doesn't Falco ridicule you?
Yeah, I know, he's a dick. But okay, we're done now, because after this, you can just blast these things with your Nova Bombs, a special screen nuke of a weapon. You only have a limited amount of them, indicated by the meter on the bottom right there. But we have more than enough time to go into that as we begin our adventure, folks. You have 4 control schemes here: control A, B through C, and D. I choose A because it's the default. It's what I'm used to.
Yeah.
And as a space shooter utilizing a space plane of some sort, it does use like classic aviator controls where down is up and up is down, the way I prefer it and the way it's meant to be.
Fucking freak.
It takes one to know one, you son of a bitch. So StarFox is broken up into 3 levels. Levels is pretty much what this game classifies as. You start from Corneria, you end at Venom, and depending on what level you do, in level 1's case, we got Corneria, Asteroid, the Space Armada, Meteor, and last Venom. Each level represents a difficulty, level 1 being the easiest, level 3 over here representing the hardest one. We're saving that for last because, you know, we're going to need it. We're going to take things really comfortably with level 1. And without further ado, folks, let's get this bitch started. Actually, I think if you wait here on the map screen a little bit, you will get a shooting star. It doesn't mean anything. It just shows up. And I used to think that that's a key to a secret. I can finally find Fox's fire. There it is, right there. And okay, now I can become Robo Jackson. And Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. But no, it doesn't really mean anything. Okay, without further ado.
I feel like if we do Moonwalker, we would get copyright. We
did it for Brain Scratch. Not a single content ID. They only look for actual Michael Jackson music. Or at least Gilva-Sunner's high-quality rips. So this is Corneria, folks, the base. StarFox team, our last resort is to counterattack Venom.
The Spider-Man villain?
Good luck.
The Spider-Man villain, right?
Yeah,
guys, I'm not alone here, right?
I look at this. I used to think that was so amazing back then because 1993 StarFox. As you know, you watch my main channel. You know I'm in the middle of a StarFox marathon right now, which is why I'm reviewing Federation Force and Metro 2 Remake. All right, but again, 1993 in home consoles, you didn't see graphics like this at the time.
No.
This was considered revolutionary. It doesn't look very good now.
All because of the FX chip.
The Super FX chip.
Super FX. I'm sorry.
It's like, get it right. But it was possible thanks to the Super FX chip, which allowed polygonal graphics for the Super Nintendo. And yeah, it was like one of the first of its kind, and today it really shows that it's the first of its kind. But this was groundbreaking at the time. And out of all the StarFox games, at least until the StarFox Marathon, this was the only one I really put much time and effort into because I had a Super Nintendo as a kid. Oh, yeah. I'm already tight in the pants. So anyway.
You got a double shot?
Yeah, twin blasters. So you notice at the beginning of the stage, Slippy tells you, look, and you're probably wondering, what? I'm not interested in your goddamn stamp collection, Slippy. But no, he's actually showing you that if you fly through all of those little arcways in the bottom of the floor, a twin blaster will materialize underneath the last arc, and you want that as soon as you can, because twin blasters are the equivalent of space sex in StarFox, because your ship does so much more damage when you have twin blasters. This is not even the final upgrade. Like, we got one more level of blaster to reach when we get to it, probably by the end of level 2 or the beginning of level 3. But
what is it, a triple shot?
You want to? It's not a triple shot. It's still twin blasters, but instead of shooting like little paper arrows, you're shooting, you know, plasma orbs.
Oh.
And it looks and sounds dangerous.
See, I never knew that, actually.
Well, you have to fulfill certain conditions in order for twin blaster upgrades to even appear. Sometimes you have to kill a specific enemy, and sometimes you just have to fulfill a specific requirement, which I think, to this game's discredit, is not entirely obvious about.
Yeah.
You know? It's just one of those old school maneuvers you have to execute and say, oh yeah, you didn't know about that? I knew about that.
You need the Nintendo Power.
I had Nintendo Power, which, if you ever seen the Nintendo Power issue,
which I have,
centered on StarFox,
yeah, I have that.
Very detailed maps.
Yes.
Like, it gives you the whole rundown of the entire game, and you had the power, Nintendo Power, if you had that magazine with this game. I tell you, saving my crewmate is such second nature to me now, even though it doesn't mean a single goddamn thing in this game.
Nope.
Well, I mean, all right, that's a lie. Saving your crewmate does have one benefit, and that's at the end of every stage, your score is tallied.
Yeah.
And the more health your teammates have, in addition to your health, the more score you get. And when you reach a certain score threshold, I think it's 10,000, 30,000, 50,000, so on and so forth, you're awarded a credit, which is a continue. Because you don't have unlimited continues in StarFox. You lose all your lives. That's all she wrote. Back to the title screen.
Ugh.
Anyway, first boss. This is the attack carrier. Pretty simple. You open this cockpit, or at least the enemy compartment, and you shoot it off. Thanks to twin blasters, I already took it off. Now let's get rid of the other one here. You can generally tell when anything's a weak point in StarFox by the glowing fuck me lights.
Oh yeah, they blink too much.
They blink too much for their own good. But when you blow off both of the compartments, he gets a little gun happy and starts shooting what has to be the most damaging projectile in the entire game.
Ah, shit! Damn it!
The electric. What? That's a very minor reaction to being blown up to Kingdom Come.
Are you happy now, God?
Why, God? Why? No, but seriously, like the attack carrier, when you shoot off both of its compartments, its wings, it starts shooting the electrical orbs at you, which might as well be the most damaging and most cringe-inducing projectile in the entire series. Yes, I said series, because when that shit hits you, you feel it. Not only because it takes so much health, but it feels like you fucked up in life royally when you get hit by it, because it makes such a crunching noise. It's disgustingly painful. Anyway, let's take a quick break here. Okay, we're back. I had to get a bottle of water real quick for a second.
Okay, so that's why they have Pokemon X and Y, because there's Sector X and Sector Y.
Yeah, well, there's also a Sector Z. That's in level 3, though. Anyway, second stage, the asteroid belt. Andross's forces intend to build a base in this asteroid. The area, I mean, this script is fucked. Destroy the rock crusher.
Pepper, are you dyslexic?
Shut up.
Shut up! I know my numbers!
So, asteroid belt forces you, whether you like it or not, into the cockpit view. Which is
FPS.
Yeah.
First person.
First person, POV, cockpit view. You only have access to this view in the space levels. And generally, it's make your shots accurate mode.
Yeah.
Because you have a target reticle. The only time in the game you have it, because you can hit the select button to get out of cockpit view if you don't like it. I don't blame you if you don't. But you notice, you don't have a target reticle at all.
No.
You just kind of...
The frame rate's a little faster.
The frame rate's faster because there's nothing much to load in the space areas. I mean, you got the background, but that's like a JPEG. But there's no, like, polygons to load. All of these things that I'm floating over are sprites.
See, when Peppy says, yeah, thanks, I'm like, he's saying it in a sarcastic tone.
Yeah,
like,
thanks.
Dick.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
You're becoming more like your father.
No, fuck that. I wish that was this peppy. I really do, because at least those guys helped me.
Yes.
So, as you've probably noticed the first 16 times when it happened, you got your wingmates in StarFox.
Yes.
Altogether, there is Falco Lombardi, a cock mongrel, who's a better pilot than Fox, but, you know, he'll never let you live that down.
He's pretty much the... I'm just gonna put this out there. This is for the Naruto fans. He's pretty much the Sasuke of the group.
I don't watch Naruto.
I know. He's the arrogant son of a bitch that, like, you can't help.
Oh, twin
that, like,
blasters!
You're forced to hang out with, but, you know, he's your teammate. You can't knock him for it. Oh, there they are.
Ooh. So yeah, Falco Lombardi is an ace pilot. He personally prefers the air.
Yeah.
To quote Smash Brothers. And he's got a bit of an attitude, but he's still...
I think a bit of an attitude?
Yeah, he's, you know, just put it, you know...
That's
the same as, you know, Hitler sort of hated the Jews. You know, it's kind of like that. But,
That's some way to put it. Checkpoint.
Then there's Slippy Toad. I think the youngest of the group. He's the mechanical whiz of StarFox.
Yeah.
He's also the most accident prone. You know, in his yearbook, it says most likely to get shot down is Slippy Toad.
It's like you want to shoot him,
Yeah.
but you can't.
Because, you know, he's the only one that knows how to fix the cappuccino machine. And I do like my cappuccino. But, and then last in line is Peppy Hare. Now, the original StarFox wouldn't highlight this, but he was originally part of the first StarFox crew.
Yeah.
With Fox's father, James McLeod Sr. Well, no, James McLeod. Cause
yeah, it's
if
just
it was
James.
Senior, then Fox would be James. But he's not. He's just Fox.
Yes.
That's an original name. He's a Fox. What do we name him?
Fox.
Genius. Anyway, the characters really don't have any sort of endearing traits until 64. In this game, they're just your wing crew.
Yeah.
Anyway, boss time. This is the Rock Crusher. The fabled Rock Crusher. The one and only Rock Crusher. That's a lie. I say one and only, but you fight this thing again in level 2. There's at least 2 Rock Crushers.
You know, when you put it that way, it's not quite threatening.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it detaches that compartment once it loses it, which can hurt. I think a direct contact with that takes half of your health.
Jesus.
So, move out of the way. But you saw that. Level 3 twin blasters absolutely wrecks that guy in half. Oh, I love the NES speak. Which is weird because, you know, when you begin the game, you got the shuttle sequence. You hear a voice talking to you.
Yes.
It says, you know, emergency, emergency, incoming enemy fighters, prepare for launch. So
And even before the boss comes up, it says incoming enemy.
yeah, incoming enemy. General Pepper tells you good luck.
Yeah.
You would think they would voice your crewmate, but
Wha-
they don't.
Whoa.
Oh shit! Taking off to
Hyperspace.
hyperspace.
Can we go to Plaid?
Not yet.
Damn.
Wait, on a second thought, Ellie, it's a funny thing you mentioned going to Plaid. We can't go to Plaid, but we got the next best thing.
Well, where are we going?
Let's go back to Asteroid Belt for a second here,
Okay.
because there is a secret here that I think you may be very interested in as a lover of going to Plaid. But let's cut a bit ahead here.
I don't love going to Plaid.
Okay, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this peculiar shape of asteroids here. When they get really close, you want to shoot that orange one in the center. Not to be racist, but because, I don't know, it really sticks out from the crowd, and we have to teach of its ways.
It's not making your case better. So wait, why are we doing this?
So if we shoot all of the center asteroid, look at that mean motherfucker over there with that mug.
Oh god, it's the moon from Majora's Mask. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, we're tripping out.
Yeah, we're tripping out, of course. So tell me, how did you get here? I shot the orange asteroid in the line formation because it decided to stick out from the crowd, and I had to tell it that you're not special. No one
I actually like
is.
the music change for this.
Yeah, it's eerie as shit.